Hello everyone. Today we will take lecture 3 and we will start in the lessons of SAT regularly, lesson by lesson. I will do it with you. Now we will start in topic 1, Heart of Algebra. It contains like 12 lessons. As you see at the front of you, some math facts you must know, solving linear equations, equations with more than one variable, polynomials and algebraic fractions, factoring, quadratic equations, system of equations, algebraic inequalities, absolute value equations and inequalities, graphing in XB plane, graphing linear systems, working with functions. This is a very important uh, topic in digital SAT. You must learn from it like very important skills to complete the course. Lesson 1:1. Some math facts you must know. In this lesson, we will remember mathematics terms and skills and should already know and rules for positive integer exponents. First, we start by remember you numbers sets. Number sets which you studied from grade 7, like 7. So the first set of numbers you have studied is called natural number and symbolized by capital N. Just like counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And if we add 0 for this set of number, we will get a new set of numbers called whole numbers, W, capital, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. The third one of sets of numbers, integers. Integers symbolized by Z capital also. 0 in the middle and the positive number to the right hand side and the negative number to the left hand side, like the number line. The next set of numbers is called rational numbers. So this number defines the fractions. Any number and denoted by Q capital, A over B. A and B belongs to Z, the previous set of number, but B not equal to 0, because any number divided by 0 gives like an unspecified quantity, like undefined quantity, has no meaning, something like this. The fifth set of numbers is called irrational number, which is denoted by Q dash. So this is defined by any number like has no square root, has no cubic root, like square root of 2, cubic root of 5, pi, e. You know the value of pi is 3.14 and the value of e is 2.718 and many digits after to the right. Last set of number you have studied before is called the real numbers, capital R. This all of the previous number together. So like Q union Q dash. Constant and variables. A constant, like numbers, is a quantity that always has a fixed value, like the number of inches in 1 foot. This fixed number. This is called the constants. Constants in general, like a number, 7, -5, 17, and any number without variable. A variable is quantity that can change in value, such as the number of hours of sleep. A variable in algebra are commonly represented by a letter, such as x, y, this famous using letter in the algebra. A number that multiples the variable is called coefficient. Like when I say 2x, the coefficient is 2. -5x, the coefficient is -5. What about the coefficient of x and the coefficient of -x? Can you tell me? Example in the formula f equals 9 over 5c plus 32, which tell how to convert from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Use the above equation to write the variables, coefficient, and constant. The answer will be f and c are variables because they are letters. 9 over 5 because it is beside letter, so it will be a coefficient of C. 32 like just a number, so it's called the name is constant. To express a part of the number line, drawing a part of the number line, like as you see, this means you express after -1 until 3 all the numbers after -1 until 3, decimals, fraction, radicals, everything between after -1 and 2, 3. Look at the circle above -1. This is called open, because this empty circle. But the at 3, the circle is closed because it is bold. So -1 is exclusive, but 3 is inclusive of the solution. But if we express this in inequality notation, so write as you see x greater than -1 and less than or equal to 3. Third type of expressing is called interval notation. Interval notation like open bracket -1 until 3 closed bracket. Look at the shape of each bracket, open or closed. Exponents main rule. You have studied this before, I am sure. So when you multiply the same base, you must add the powers. X power n times x power m equals x power n plus m. Rule 2, when we divide the same base, you must subtract the powers. So x power n divided by x power m equals x power n minus m. Rule 3, if a base x has 2 power, one above the other, as you see, so you must multiply the power by each other, so the answer x power mn. If you have bracket has a certain power, so distribute the power on each part of the inside the brackets, like x, y, all power n will be x power n times y power n. X over y all power n equal x power n over y power n. Here are some examples. Look at 2b power 3 all power 4. So distribute 4 as a power on 2 to power 4 times b power 3 all power 4. Try to calculate 2 power 4 when you multiply 2 by itself 4 times. So the answer will be 16. And multiply the power by each other, so b power 12. You must do this from your own mind to simplify the exponent. Example number 2, x over 3 all power 3. So it will be x power 3 over 3 power 3. So you can calculate 3 power 3. So write x power 3 over 27. Example number 3, y power m plus 2 over y power 3. So you can subtract the power. When you subtract the power, so it will be y power m minus 1. Example 4, x power 8 over x power 3, subtract the power, so x power 5, y power 4 over y power 3, subtract the power will be y. So the answer x power 5y. Example 1. If 3x minus 2y equals 5, what is the value of x power 8 over 4 power 8? Y. Don't panic when you see some question like this, because you must start by a correct step. Don't panic. Try to, first of all, you can't use the first given. 3x minus 2y equals 5. How do you use it? You can't. So go to the question and try to do some correct step. So 8 and 4 related with 2 power something. If you are good with numbers, you will remember that 8 is 2 power 3 and 4 is 2 power 2. So you will change 8 into 2 power 3x over 2 power 2y. Now you have the same base. Now next step is ready now. So subtract the powers, right? 2 power 3x minus 2y. Here it is a surprise came. A surprise came because this given at the beginning of the question, 3x minus 2y equal 5. So replace the power and put it is 5. So the answer will be 2 power 5 and calculate it. So it will be 32. Example 1, 2. If 3 power k plus 1 minus 3 power k equal n, What is the 3 power k plus 2 in terms of n? Also, don't panic. If you are has a level, a good level in algebra, so you can take 3 power k as a greatest common factor. So 3 power k, it will be, you know, 3 power k times 3, it will be 3 power k plus 1. So when you take 3 power k as a common factor, so the rest inside the brackets will be 3 minus 1 equal n. You can calculate 3 minus 1 will be 2. So write 2 times 3 power k equal n. Divide by 2, both sides by 2, then 3 power k equals n over 2. Now you look at the requirement. 3 power k plus 1, you need to multiply the left hand side and the right hand side by 3 power k. When you add the power to 3k plus 2, you will get 3 power k plus 2. So multiply both sides by 3 power 2, which is equal 9, the same answer. So left hand side, when you multiply times 3 power k, you will get 3 power k plus 2. And multiply the right hand side by 9 is the same thing like 3 power 2, so it will be 9 over 2n. Now look at the answers, you will get the answer will be C. The very important skill, distributive property. 2 times the sum of x and y can be represented by 2 brackets x plus y. We can multiply each of x and y by 2. This is called distributive property. So distribute 2 on x and y, so it will be 2x plus 2y. Here are some examples, as you see. When you distribute 3, so it will be 3a minus 15b. When you distribute x, so x squared y plus 5x. When you distribute ab squared, so it will be b squared minus ab. The process of reversing the distributive property is called factoring. We will study it in the next lessons. So this you can take factor out 5, and the answer will be 5x plus y. You can take like x as a common factor, or you add directly like 7x. Also, the third one, you can take or factor out -1. If the variable has negative sign, you can take -1 as a common factor. Last one, you can take AB as a common factor, so the answer AB brackets A minus B. Roots is a very important skills in SAT and in general in math. The square root notation, this means one of the two equal non-negative numbers whose product is x. As in root 16, it will be 4. Why? Because 4 times 4 equals 16. Must take a number by itself. And don't say 16 is 2 times 8. There are different numbers, but you must take number times itself. This sign means the same thing as this sign, as radical x with index 2, the same like radical x without index. But the other root must be right the index of the root. This is called the cubic root of x. This means which one of the three numbers whose product is x. Like cubic root of 8 means 2 because 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. And so on. This sign is called fourth root of x and also fifth root of x. The square root symbol, this is called radical and always represents the positive or principal square root of the number underneath. Also, the number under this sign is called radicand. So square root of 9 is 3, not -3. However, but if you solve the equation like this, x squared equal 9, then you must write 3 or -3. Because 3 times 3 is 9, and the -3 times -3 is 9 also. Some properties of square radicals. This is special for square root. To multiply radicals together, multiply the radicands. So root 3 times root 5 will be root 15. There is a special case, root a times root a is a. Like root 5 times root 5 is 5. When you distribute root 2, so root 2 times root 8 is root 16 plus root 14. Look at, don't let the equation is stop now. No, try to complete. When you see root 16, it has an answer. So a square root of 16 is 4. So write 4 plus root 16 automatically without any help. To simplify square root radical, not every number has a square root. Just some numbers is called perfect squares has a square root like 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 until to infinity, but you can memorize until 196, which is 14 times 14, and 169 is 13 times 13, 144 and 12 times 12, and so on. To simplify root 27, try to convert 27 into product of two numbers. One of them is perfect. So if you remember that multiplication timetable of 3, so you will get 9 times 3 equals 27. So put the radical sign on each number, so root 9 times root 3. So root 9 has an answer like 3, and write root 3 beside it, so square root of 27 will be 3 root 3, or rad 3. To combine square roots, radicals, the radicand must be the same, like terms. We must like terms. So when we see rad 18 plus 3 rad 2, different rad, because this rad 18 and this rad 2. So you can't add now. So try to simplify root 18 as we said. So convert 18 into 9 times 2. So square root of 9 is 3, and write root 2 beside it. So the answer 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2. Add the coefficient and write add root 2 beside it. So 3 plus 3 is 6, and write root 2. In this case, root 2 like x, like 3x plus 3x will be 6x. And note that you can't distribute the radical sign on plus or minus. So rad a plus or minus b not equal to rad a plus or minus rad b. But rad ab, you can convert it into like rad a times rad b. And also in division, you can distribute the rad or split the rad in numerator and denominator. So rad a over b equal rad a over rad b. To rationalize the denominator in any fraction contains radical in the denominator. You can't let any fraction with radical in the denominator as itself, because you must remove the radical sign from the denominator. This is the math skills. So when you see 6 over rad 2, multiply by rad 2 over rad 2. So 6 times rad 2 equals 6 rad 2. Rad 2 times rad 2 is 2. Now look at, again, to make simplification. 6 divided by 2 will be 3, so the final answer 3 rad. Example 1.3. Sam and Hani have ages that are consecutive odd integers. This is very important concept in SAT. Maybe the question starts by 3 consecutive integers, 3 consecutive odd integers, 3 consecutive even integers. These famous questions. We will complete the question. The product of their ages is 783. Which equation could be used to find the Hani's age h if he is the younger man? Let us to go solution. We need to know if the equation started by 3 consecutive integers, let them n plus 1 and n plus 2, because you add 1 each time. 3 consecutive even integers, let them n plus 2, n plus 4, because we add 2 each time. 3 consecutive odd integers, let them n and n plus 2 and n plus 4, because also we add 2 each time. In our case, since Hani is the younger one, consider Hani's age like h. And they have ages that are consecutive odd integers, then Sam's age will be h plus 2. Now we can multiply them. So h times h plus 2 will be h squared plus 2h. So look at and equate it by 783. So we will choose choice C. Number 1.4. Crew of painters are hired to paint a house. The cost of the paint is estimated to be $250. In this case, we named 250 like fixed cost. Fixed cost. because don't depend on anything, just 250. And each of the P painters will get bid 15 per hour. So if we know that the total cost for P painters, so multiply them 15 times P. If the crew painters will work 7 hours a day and the job is estimated to take D days, so now you can get the number of hours the workers work, because you will multiply 7 times D, so the number of hours 7D. Which expression best represents the total cost of painting the house? Solution. 250 is the fixed cost. The cost of P painters equal 15P, the number of hours, as we said, 7D. So the variable cost multiplies them by each other. So 15P times 7D, it will be 105 PD. Now the total cost, add the fixed cost and the variable cost. So the answer will be B. Now we have finished lesson 1 in digital SAT, as you see, and I'll give you like test yourself lesson each time about this lesson, and you can solve them step by step. And if you don't know any question, please tell me in the comments. So I'll answer you. So I'll give you answer key as the last page. So thank you so much. We will see in the next lecture. Goodbye.